at me, I'm a dad. I try to stay, young with my kids, listen to their music. But what I realized was, these rappers, these young rappers, they ain't nothing but crackheads. They do a lot of drugs. They crackheads with a lot of chains on. That's all they are. Kodak Black say he dropped a pill down the toilet and he still took it. And, I grew up with crackheads that was frowned upon, but now it's okay to do a whole bunch of drugs, I guess. So I mean, just be careful who you look up to. I might have to stop my kids from listening to. Don't listen to crackheads now. We're not gonna take no Perkins when they fall down the toilet now. We're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just weird to me. So we got a bunch of crackheads rapping our kids. That's a damn shame. I'm gonna be honest with you. Start paying attention. They're a bunch of fucking crackheads.
Shalom. First and foremost, we give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, the great millstone who rule well and taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, salutations, and mercies to the elect and the 1/3 women that out there listening and doing this word with all faith and sincerity, scattered amongst the nations and the four corners of the earth. To you I say shalom. Lord willing, this video edifying. It's going to be sitting around the video you just seen. And, hey, he's absolutely correct, man. When you look at the people in whom, are put in front of Jake to follow, for an example, a rapper, a ball player, usually some sort of entertainer.
Young with my kids, listen to
Salakia. They make sure they put the worst of the worst out there, for Jake to see. Druggies, whoremongers, liars, robbers, thieves. All of these are whom Esau puts in front of our people to follow. When Jake does it now, at will, because you have the men of, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua out there, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone as an example of what to be like. Not saying that brothers, are perfect or anything, but, brothers are better examples and leaders than, Young Thug. It's always a nigga that's been put in front of Jake to look up to who been in prison. The nigga barely can form a sentence, or all the nigga know how to do is hoop. The only conversation the nigga know how to have is the conversation of one being about, folly. Some soft, light-skinned nigga with green eyes. I'm talking about Steph Curry, man. I don't like that nigga, But it's always an effeminate, weak, docile, really, when you look at it, for what it is, non-threats, right? Because you ain't threatened by a nigga that's addicted to Percocets, a nigga that's addicted to lean, because that's all these rappers rap about anyway. All the drugs they do and consume, right? That's all they talk about. That's all that's in the music. Codeine, Crate, Future. Just think about, especially in the last 30 years, man. That's the only things coming out. It's even out to the point where you got athletes doing drugs, man. That guy Nick Young, made a statement one time saying legalize cocaine, man. Those athletes will be the biggest prescription medication drug users, you can find, right? A lot of them smoke weed, right? But they're put there to mislead Jake and to keep Jake in a low place, right? This is Jeremiah 50:6. My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. See? And traditionally with our people, our leaders would typically be, a priest, or, someone of that sort to, because our people are very godly people, God-fearing people. So, our people usually look, or in the times of past have looked to our leaders to be, more so spiritual, right? But now, it's an athlete. It's an entertainer of sorts, right? Someone who has no business being in a leadership position, right? A sellout, right? A degenerate. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. And that's what our people do, man. Our people try to assimilate into the culture of these nations. But these nations don't, they understand, and they know well that, you don't have a place with these other nations, man. That's why they give you bullshit to follow. They give you this fake, acceptance, but then they create, an example, black culture created to you by, the devil himself, your biggest enemy. But that's what that's what Jake has chose to embrace, man. Forgetting where we came from. Okay, our people are not druggies, right? Our people are not murderers, right? And liars and cheaters, right? That's not, our people are like that naturally. But because, the leaders in which, our people have, man, we've been led astray. That's the importance of returning to our power, man, and following Yahushua, right? The righteous one. Because all these other, so-called leaders, man, are all false, man. Even when we can go into the whole little Israelite family, right? You got guys out there telling you to call on Jesus still. Jesus is okay, like that, like it's any power in that name, like it's gonna save you. Telling them to get, telling them to take the jumper, right? All of which these things are what put forth to destroy you. This is Isaiah 9:16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. See? And that's why you see, a large percentage of our nations so destroyed. I mean, when you look who they look up to, Bad Bunny, right? For the Northern Kingdom. Southern Kingdom look up to Lil Wayne, right? That's why our, and Jacob go hard just trying to be like, the person in whom he idolizes, man. He look up to, right? That's why it's just all of a sudden now everybody tatted. Why? Because all the leaders in which Esau put in front of Jake, all the idols, they're what? They're tatted, they're on some form of drug, right? They're degenerate. They got dreads of some sort, if it's a woman, it's a whore. She's obese, right? It's always something, because Esau understands that, the people he puts in front of Jake is gonna follow. especially if he gives them, you know, a nice car, give them the things of what would be called highly esteemed in the world, you know, Jake could take it and run with it. All right, well, I guess I got to get me a gold, or, you know, I guess I got to get me, you know, a scale. I got to meet me a plug. You know, now I got to sell dope so I could be like Young Jeezy, you know, so I could be like, you know, whoever the fuck out, man, you know, so I could be like Lil Baby, so I could be like the Baby, man. Now I got a trap now, you know, I got to get it out the mud. And meanwhile, these niggas have never lived the life in which they selling to you, man. It's Jeremiah 5:26, for among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares, they set a trap, they catch men, because they well understand that they are influential, right? That's why they got the title influencers, because they influence who? The masses into certain agendas, man. All right, that's why they set up and put in the positions. Esau gonna make sure he gets the worst of the worst to head our people, because he wants to. He has to keep our people in a constant state of delirium, right, and degeneracy, right, and sin and wickedness, so he could keep his power, right. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore, they are become great and waxen rich. See, whole time, you know, the whole life they selling to you, they ain't never lived, man. They don't do, nigga live, you know, somewhere in Beverly Hills talking about what he do in a trap, talking about a nigga he done shot. He ain't never shot shit, man. Nigga ain't even owned a gun, you know. But he'll rap like he did, man. And guess what? Jake gonna eat it up. Jake gonna buy the tickets. Jake gonna support him. And then Jake gonna do what? Jake gonna imitate it, right? They are waxing fat. They shine, yea. They overpass the deeds of the wicked, right? Because, you know, at this point in time, just look at Jake, man, right? Jake is really in a worse state than Esau, man. Especially when it concerning wickedness, man. I mean, now Jake, you don't have to put nobody in front of Jake for Jake to be evil now. The damage is already done. It's on a perpetual cycle now, right? It perpetuates itself because niggas are fully been convinced that being evil is the way to go. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper, and the right of the needy do they not judge. See? And it's like the more they destroy our people, the more they pay the nigga put in a place to lead our people to destruction, man. When you look at the contracts that these niggas are getting for playing, you know, for dribbling a ball, man, $200-300 million contracts, like that's something beneficial to the community of Israel, man. Like that's something to behold. You know, you even got little Israelite niggas who call themselves in the truth rapping, making music videos, man. You know, trying to make merchandise off the truth, you know, truth rap, truth music, you know, which is it's just, you know, it's just an excuse to do some nigga shit, man. You know, but instead you throwing a couple scriptures in you know, in a rap with an 808 beat. Now all of a sudden, you know, it's supposed to be good, saying the same shit, you know. So it's even got a lot of guys who know the truth under that you know, vibration, man. You know, following after behind these so-called celebrities, you know. Because it's a very, it's a powerful spell, man. It's a demon, you know. And our people love music. So you know, that rap music is really it's been a real killer to our people, man. You know. Just look at the crime. Look at the condition of our people, man. And who does every nigga look like? Now is getting to the point to where the lines between the athlete and the rapper is starting to be blurred, man. Okay, because they all they all the same nigga, right? They all the same nigga. You got rappers, you got ball players looking like and behaving as rappers, man. You know, showing you that it's an agenda behind that, man. Right? This is Jeremiah 2:11. Hath a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? But my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit. See? And that's what you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have done. You've changed your glory for some nigga shit, man. To be a nigga. All right? To be a goddamn American. Right? And at the end of the day, the more you embrace this place, the more it destroys you. Okay? And with that, nigga, all praise and the glory to Yahweh, Shema, Shabbat, Shem, Rakakudash, Wa, Abba, Babal, and DTA.